I made a GPT to make this easier for myself because guess what, guys? I am not going to look this up every single time. So this is my Boston local content machine, and it is by me, Joe Turco. And what is it doing? It is helping Joe stack paper because that's what we do. And because I like to treat my robots like a dog, I tell it to fetch. Ready?
Okay.
So it's searching the web. Obviously, we're doing this real time, so I apologize that, it might take a couple seconds. But what it's basically doing is looking for some fresh headlines, some fresh things about the topics that we discussed earlier. So it pulled from, some specific sources like, oh, BD, BPDA approved 6 new development projects in Boston. And that looks fairly recent. I'm going to click on it and see how recent it was. Like, oh, that's January 28th. Ugh, that's not too recent. I don't like that. So what I'm going to do, because it gave me 8 options, and say, come on, keyboard, which of these are less than 10 days old? Because again, this is about timing. This is about wanting to have something that's fresh and relevant. Oh, well, this one is 1 day. So easy. So the only story that's 10 is the Beacon Hill restaurant opening of 9, which just hit our radar very recently. Let me know if you'd like to dive deeper or flesh it out. Um,
Joe, want to do something for me? Go to the address of the URL address at the top and reload this whole page.
okay.
Huh. Can you go to the Boston local content machine to see why? Yeah, go to auto. You want to do
Yeah, that's fine.
okay. Maybe five.
Uh,
Maybe five would give it maybe something newer.
yeah, I mean, they have one that's 1 day old. So like I have it where, if you look back up here, it says, let me know which story you'd like to turn into an Instagram reel. Just pick a number. So I'm just gonna pick one,
Okay.
and I have it set up to do what? It's
Okay.
going to give me the real script. So it's got the hook, it's got the body, it's got the outro, it's
Yeah.
got the Instagram caption, and it's got the hashtags. So that took me all of what, 3 seconds to do, other than the fact that, we're doing it. So what do? Is I copy it, say, here's the hook. I go over to HeyGen and I say, hey, I'm going to go over to one of the avatars that I made. And I'm going to go over to my hyper realistic ones, and I'm going to pick one. I'm going to say like, oh, I like this one. This will work. So I'm going to create a portrait video, and it brings up this entire setup to add different elements so I can have the captions go right in it. I'm not going to because, again, this is just going to be a small window. It's where I can select from the different voices. Well, this is a generic voice, but I know that I have my imported really good professional one right here. So I'm going to select that. And then it says, oh, well, just type your script. Well, I can put that script right in there. What I will say is if there's specific things like um, parentheses or hashtags or things like that, take those out because if you do run captions like through Canva, through CapCut, through any of the other things, it'll actually pick those up and put those into the closed caption or the captions that are appearing. And if you look on the Facebook one I did, you'll see that, again, this is where we're breaking things. What can we do now? Well, we can add a pause if you want. I don't suggest doing that right now, but if, say, you had a video that you wanted to be like, hey, look, like this is awesome, and then it pauses for 5 seconds, and then you're like, oh my God, can you believe that that just happened? You can do that because you can put the pause in. The other thing is you can have just another scene, and you can see down here, this looks just like everything else. And it's like, oh, hey, do you want to have the same avatar? Well, no, maybe I'm gonna have it switch up a little bit where I'm in the same place, but like, okay, that works. And I'm gonna go back to my GPT and I'm gonna just copy this. I'm gonna put it right in the script. And then, okay, for that one, it's gonna be right there. I'm gonna add another scene just because I like a little bit of movement and I like a little bit of variety. And I'm gonna put my outro. Now, obviously, we're going a little slow, but this is obviously too for an example. But can anyone tell me, would this be easy for a VA to do? Could you be on vacation and do this? Could you be sick in bed? Could you be at EXPCon? Could you still be putting out consistent, local, up to the day content? And it's just done. So now all we have to do is go up here and click generate. And what I like to do is title the video so that it matches for when I'm staying organized. Because again, I'm going to upload this video into Canva or my other editing, and then we're going to do it. So I'm going to do Brookline 9 restaurant. I always put it to 30 frames per second, and then you just hit submit and you're good to go. It's starting, it's going to generate, it's going to make everything you need. Then all it is going back to, your Instagram post, copying that, setting that up, grabbing your hashtags, putting those into the post as well, and then posting it. And again, it's just you're popping it into Canva. It's so easy to just look for something that's either a screenshot, a picture. You can do a screen grab of an article. If you want to be super shady, you could like take a screenshot of like another Instagram post if you like it that much. I wouldn't suggest it, especially if this is going to get big, but it's where everything is just drag and drop and super easy. So you can see this is 5% ready. You can see all the different ones that I've got going on here. And the best part about these avatars is they have looks. You can have up to 300 looks. I've only set up 10. Think of looks as an outfit. So this is me back in the day where I'm standing in my office back behind me. I'm wearing a coat. I'm waving my hands way too much. So this is where I'm in my kitchen at home. This is ironically outside the library in my town. This is up on the top of a parking garage. This is just against a white wall. This is, a couple different um, positions in the same listing that I have. That's like 4 million. And this one's out in the grocery store parking lot. So what it is where we can get the different looks and variations of what it is. All right, I see some hands up. Let's go with Johnny first and then Claudia.
Thanks for this. I appreciate this all the time. Joe, you mentioned at the top of the Zoom call, and I think if I heard correctly, that you uploaded about 5 hours plus of your own personal content. So that's this
For
GPT.
audio.
I'm sorry, per audio.
Yep. So in 11 Labs, what I'm showing right now, it's what is a professional voice. So
Right.
it's where if you are in it, let me go home and then I do voices and then see how it says create or clone a voice.
Mm-hmm.
And it says professional voice clone. Create the most realistic digital replica of your voice requires at least 30 minutes of clean audio, but you can put up to 5 hours. So that's where,
Okay.
because there's so many hours, it's
Yeah.
where you can get that really great voice. And as you can see, I only am paying for one professional voice, so I don't have any slots available currently.
Sure.
But realistically, you only need one.
Does this give you prompts like a 5 pages to read, or you
Yeah.
just talk, or it's okay?
You just
Yep.
talk, but it's one of two things. Like me, I stripped out a lot of podcasts that I've appeared on. I stripped out a lot of
Right.
YouTube videos. I have like where I was speaking at EXPCon or I was speaking at a regional rally. So I've just stripped out, the different things. I also have some coaching calls that I've done with people that I stripped out my audio. And the other thing is you can literally ask GPT, like, I need to make a, 5-hour script where I'm going to have all the nuances of my voice exposed so that
Mhm.
I can upload it. And it'll give you something to read.
So everyone has like a different sweet spot, right? So it says on the professional voice clone, a minimum of 30 minutes, but you did 5 hours. Somewhere in between will get it like as close as it can get, like at this point in
Yeah.
time, correct?